start this new chapter in our life, we experience new freedoms. For some of those freedoms are not good things. Every day, an average of 11,318 teens try alcohol for the first time. Although teens and young adults between 16 and 24 years old comprise only 20% of the total licensed population, they cause 42% of all fatal alcohol-related deaths. Statistics on teenage drunk driving are frightening. There are many resources that gather data annually to help us understand how serious this problem has become. The National Traffic Safety Administration reports motor vehicle crashes are the leading cause of youth deaths from ages 15 to 20 years old. Young, inexperienced drivers should not be drinking in the first place, but by combining their inattentiveness largely because of cell phones, a loud radio, impaired vision, going along with the alcohol, and sometimes a fast car, can result in the recipe for disaster. A lot of young adults are misled by common myths about drinking. They think if they stay with beer and never drink the hard stuff, they'll be perfectly fine. But alcohol is alcohol. A 12-ounce beer has as much alcohol as 1.5 ounces of whiskey or 5 ounces of wine. Many people who believe they drink more beer and become more intoxicated than if they had only had 2 drinks of whiskeys, are misled. Young adults also have been told and believe bigger people can handle their alcohol better so they can drink and drive. But the fact is, the first drink of alcohol begins to slow your motor skills, vision, and your judgment. It is true that body size does figure into the rate alcohol affects you, but you must also consider individual metabolism, the amount of rest you had when you ate last. All of this makes for some very complex calculations regarding when you are safe to drive and when you're not. I have also heard people say, as long as I roll down the window and get some fresh air, I'll be fine. They think as long as they turn up the radio really loud and maybe splash some cold water on their face, that will take away some of the drunkenness. But once again, the fact, alcohol is alcohol. Time is the only way to lower your blood alcohol level. Cold wind or cold water in the face will not return your alertness, motor skills, or your judgment. Please remember deaths caused by drinking and driving are not misfortunate or unavoided. This is a violent crime and carries several legal penalties. These laws apply to everyone who commits the crimes while driving while impaired, DWI, or driving under the influence, DUI. From chronic long-term alcohol abuse to the normally responsible, considerate person who just this once had one too many drinks. When I was a teenager, my dad told me a story of his good friends. This boy and his friend went to a party one night, which they had both been drinking at. My dad's friend made the choice to get behind the wheel, and his friend made the choice to ride with him. On their way home, my dad's friend lost control of the vehicle, and the vehicle left the road and flipped several times. My dad's friend was rushed to the hospital, treated for a couple of broken bones and some cuts and bruises. However, his friend did not survive the accident. Because they both smelled of alcohol, my dad's friend was quickly given a blood alcohol test, which he did not pass. The blood alcohol test exceeded to .02, which is the limit in Mississippi for drivers under age of 21. In the next year, my dad's friend was charged with vehicular manslaughter, even though the family of the boy did not press charges. So my dad's friend not only lost a friend, but lost his freedoms as well. Please don't become another drunk driving statistic. Make good choices and don't fall victim to common myths about drinking. If you have had anything to drink, please don't get behind the wheel of a vehicle and drive.